Yo, what's up everybody, and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're having an amazing week. Currently it is Wednesday and let's get right into the charts as Bitcoin is doing something very interesting right now. As you can see, we are dumping, but we are rejecting. You can see from the order block liquidity that we have right here sitting at the all-time highs. You can see on the daily time frame, exactly as I have drawn this order block, we don't have a single candle body closure above it. You can see we have 1, 2 weeks, and today's daily candle is dropping right now to the downside. You can see we don't have a single candle body closure above this all-time high, which is a bit concerning for the continuation of this rally. So in my opinion, something very interesting that may happen, since as you can see we had right here of this high a swing failure pattern once, then we dropped down, and so basically right now we are having a swing failure pattern of this high. If we can connect them, since it is a lot of days away, that would be 53 days. So I don't know if I should count it, but I do think that on the longer time frame still does count as a swing failure pattern. For now, Bitcoin is still above the value area high and above the weekly pivot for the week. 120k is very important level, and 117 to 180, basically the POC where most of the volume is trading, would be the most crucial support that we want to see Bitcoin hold in order for us to continue this rally to the upside. If we go on a lower time frame, you can see we did have a smaller time frame swing failure pattern right here on the 8 hour. You can see, which is also perfectly correlating with the weekly R1. And also something very interesting is if we look at the news, you can see we are dumping. Today's Wednesday, and in a couple of hours we do have FOMC meeting, so we are dumping before the FOMC meeting, and also tomorrow we do have Powell speaking, which is very interesting that we are dumping before two major events for Bitcoin. And also you can see the US government has still been shut down, so we are not getting any data for this week. Potentially for the next week we are going to be getting CPI and all the unemployment data, but for now you can see it is not sure yet until when the US government would be closed. So very interesting times for Bitcoin. I think the stock market also did take quite a bit of a correction. If we go on the lower time frame, yeah, so the Nasdaq did hit that weekly resistance, and we are right now pushing down 1%, you can see, which is quite a bit for the stock market. The S&P 500 also pushing down almost 1% towards the weekly pivot. On the daily time frame we are still bullish, of course. The weekly looks even better for the Nasdaq also. Gold, I think, hit 4,000 today on the CME futures, if I'm not mistaken. But as of right now, on my chart right here, we are rejecting, basically gold is rejecting from the weekly artery, but right now gold is not important. We want to look at Bitcoin, we want to look at Ethereum, and we want to look at the stock market, since right now Ethereum is also pushing down below this trend line that I have made yesterday, that we broke out of. So if we get a candle closure basically below this trend line, that would suggest that we are going back into this range right here, instead of going to close above it for confirmation and for a breakout. Solana is right now pushing towards the weekly pivot, after you can see that bounce from the value area high of the bigger range right here. So very interesting, but Solana in my opinion still strong. Sui also very big consolidation on the weekly. You can see it is getting tighter and tighter. So a big move will be coming. Hype also not looking the best on the weekly, and on the daily we did put in a lower high. You can see right here after the all-time high, and right now we are pushing once again to the downside. The price of XRP is falling below the weekly pivot. We are almost sitting at the value area high. We do have like 3% more. The pump token also pushing down, not looking so nice. Still the same pattern as hype. We do have that lower high also put in right here. And one token that I wanted to talk about would be BNB. BNB is putting new, is basically looking like gold. The Binance token, basically BNB, everybody knows BNB. On the weekly it is even bullish. You can see we did have a very big weekly range right here, and after this range got broken out, basically BNB pushed up 72% after this range right here has been broken out of. So yeah, they keep pumping it in my opinion, but as you can see today it is getting quite the rejection basically from nowhere. You can see since it is in price discovery, but right now from the high we are down 6.6%. Since once Bitcoin starts dumping, it does take everything with it, which is completely normal. But on this dump you can see the RSI momentum starts getting very fast overbought on the larger time frames, not so much, but on the lower ones you can see we are already on the hourly time frame hitting below the 30 line. On the daily we are rejecting, you can see from the 70 line after being quite a bit overbought right here. So right now it is pushing downwards, which was potentially expected, because we did not get a candle closure confirmation above this very important all-time high level. Also, if we look at the ETF inflows, I think, yeah, we did get over 1 billion of inflows today. Yesterday, I'm sorry. So basically the whole week has been bullish on the ETF inflows. They keep buying and accumulating. Fear and greed index jumped back into that grid zone. So maybe this is why we are getting that correction for Bitcoin. Long versus shorts ratio is, you can see, more sellers as it was yesterday. And on Hyperliquid we do have, you can see in yesterday's video, I think we did see more shorts piling up. We basically had more shorts on Hyperliquid before anybody else. And right now they basically predicted this dump. Everybody started switching short right here on Hyperliquid, the bigger whales, which is why I am looking at it as some sort of a sign and confirmation that we might go lower, since there are very large whales that are trading on there. So this is what I am looking at for signals. You can see, and it did came out true, but it was also quite obvious that it would potentially happen after this peak of a move, and after we did not get a candle closure on the daily. So this is also something you want to keep an eye on. The daily confirmations are the most important thing. We do have CVD and open interest dying out basically on this move to the downside, and right now we do have open interest, you can see, going up. So basically something tells me that this is a level where shorts are opening up. Since you can see CVD is going down and open interest going up, this suggests that shorts positions are opening right here, and we might get a squeeze right back to the upside if a lot of people basically to trap those positions right here. And yes guys, that will be it for today's update video. I hope you liked it. Stay bullish, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.